Hey bro, so as you might remember, the last video that I've made was something along the lines of that you need to love yourself, right? Now in this video, I'm going to try to carry on that thought and put it into another perspective or into another dimension, because in this video, I'll be talking about victim mentality and how you can break it, because this goes hand in hand with actually respecting and loving yourself. Now, before we get into the video, I've got a couple of things to say. First of all, we've got 30 degrees Celsius in my room, so if I'm sweating my ass off and you see it, I apologize. I'm fucking dying in here, okay? Next thing, if you appreciate what I'm doing here, and if you want to leave some support for this channel, and if you want to give me a sign that you actually appreciate what I'm doing here, then please feel free to comment on my videos. Please feel free to leave a like. And of course, always, if you feel like doing it, if you want to see more of the things I do, then please subscribe to this channel. If you feel like this could help somebody in your friends group or anything like that, feel free to show them the content. And if there's anything wrong with this channel, if there's anything that you don't appreciate, then please let me know. Because how can I know what you want me to change if you don't tell me what you want me to change? So if there's anything, just leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel if you want to support what I'm doing here. If not, that's fine. That's totally up to you. I absolutely understand that. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into it. The question I've been asking myself was very simple, and that is, how do we get rid of our victim mentality? Because I seriously think that this is one of the most, I can't say seriously think, but this is one of the worst issues that our generation is actually facing. We have become false victims. We have become victims of non-existent problems. Or, in other words, we've become victims of problems that we have created in our minds. And I think this is the basis of the entire problem. We're actually not victims. We're not. But we don't realize, right? There's so many people out there who complain about so many things, about how hard their life has been and so on and all of that shit. I bet you would not want to change with, I don't know, a child growing up in Afghanistan or something like that, right? That's just a random example. But if you are complaining about your life and you live in a Western country, where you get free education, where you get relatively good healthcare and all of that shit, right? Where you can drink clean water, where you can eat every single day, where you've got clothes, where you've got a house over your head, and where you've got a house that you can live in, and so on. And you fucking complain about things, man, you've got a serious fucking issue. You've got a problem. You've got a real problem. And I think this is basically the problem of our generation. There is no struggle for us. Therefore, we create imaginary struggles. Therefore, we create gender problems and all of that fucking bullshit that no one is interested in, right? No one's interested in that. But people make themselves into victims. And I feel like this is a major problem. Probably one of the biggest problems of our generation. Now, how do we get rid of our victim mentality? I think the first thing that you need to do is think about the things that make you feel bad, right? Think about all of the issues that, in your opinion, make you into a victim. And then just write them down. And then do yourself the favor and compare your life to the life of a 9-year-old child living in South Sudan. Do it. Actually do it. Compare your life to theirs. If you still think that you're a victim after you've compared that, then you are a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're a hypocrite. Or I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's the first thing that you can do, right? Write the stuff down and just look at your situation and seriously take into consideration whether your victim mentality is appropriate or not. Second thing that you can do if you still feel like a victim, and this goes beyond victim mentality, by the way, right? You can do this when you don't feel good about yourself. Doesn't mean that you have a victim mentality. If you don't like yourself, if you don't appreciate yourself, if you don't respect yourself, whatever it is, take your time, sit down, and think about the accomplishments that you have achieved throughout your life. I bet there's some things that are going to come to your mind. Write them down, all of them. Even if it is absolutely ridiculously small stuff, write it down. Even if it is that, I don't know, you've done your bed this morning, right? Even if it's something as small as that, write down your accomplishment. Now, here's why you want to do that. By writing it down, you remember yourself, you remind yourself of the fact that actually you're a person that does things. Actually, you're a person that isn't too bad, right? You're not doing too bad. You're doing great, actually, right? You're doing brilliant. If there's anything that you can do in order to fix that victim mentality quickly, it's just sitting down and thinking about all of your achievements. And then you realize over time that actually life isn't too bad. You're doing fine. You're doing good. Write about the luxuries that you enjoy. And by that, I literally mean that you're being able to eat and drink clean food and water every single day. That is a luxury. We're taking it for granted, but realize that this is a luxury. So that's one more thing. Now, once you've done this stuff, once you've written down your achievements, there are a couple of things that are going to happen. The first thing is you are going to be more aware of things that you do. You're going to be more aware of the achievements that you accomplish throughout your day. Again, even if it is small things. Now, what I want you to do is remind yourself of that constantly. And by the way, I know it sounds incredibly cringe, but I am doing this myself as I am fighting with extreme self-criticism, and it works wonders. I always, every single day, remind myself of the things that I've done this day that have been good. Even if it is things as small as, I don't know, talking to your grandma. Remind yourself of that. And over time, you will understand that you're actually a great person. You'll understand that you do things. You'll understand that you're no victim in any sense at all. You're no victim. And the more you do it, the freer you get. Because guess what? A victim mentality is nothing else but a mental prison that you have imprisoned yourself in. Of course it's society, of course it's our culture, of course it's the fact that we in the Western world tend to blame ourselves for things that we haven't done, for things that we don't do, for things that aren't even, like, they have no impact on our lives or whatsoever. And we love to blame us. We love to blame ourselves in our Western culture. Now, you need to realize that this is a mental prison. It's not real. Victimhood, victim mentality isn't real. You have brought yourself into this. Now, of course, again, you can always go with a scapegoat of society and culture. And yes, there is this element, but that does not mean that you are not in control of what goes on in here and in here. And this is what it's all about. Your victim mentality isn't real. It's not real. You're free of it, and you need to realize that. Now, one more thing that you can do is do things that make you respect yourself more. Do things that make you appreciate yourself more. I don't know what it is. If you want to help out the homeless people in a homeless shelter or something like that, do it. If you want to help, I don't know, your friends, then meet them, talk to them, if you realize that there's a problem. If you want to help yourself, eat clean, clean your room, clean yourself, go to the gym, sleep enough, meditate, journal, talk to people, go out, socialize, educate yourself. You can do so many things, and I know I'm repeating myself with this, but it works. It works. Most of the problems that you and I are facing are problems that we have been making up ourselves in our minds. They are not real. Your victim mentality is bullshit, and you need to get rid of it. If you don't appreciate and respect yourself, if you don't free yourself of your victim mentality, you will never be able to achieve anything of meaning in your life. And we don't want that, right? And even if it's not about you, then think about the generations that come after you. You don't want to be a victim mentality granddad. You don't want that. Of course you don't. You want to be able to be a strong, healthy, well-minded, intelligent, great, loving grandfather, right? Or father to your children. That's what you want to be. If you don't want to be that, then you're on the wrong channel. Then this is not the content that you should watch. Do it for the generations that come after you if you don't want to do it for you. Okay? It's your fucking duty. It is your duty to break free of the victim mentality that you have been putting yourself into. It's not real. It's absolute fucking garbage. It's bullshit. It does not exist. Get your fucking act together. Move. Do something. Get out of your mental prison and break your mental mentality and break your victim mentality. Break your victim mindset. It is not real. It's bullshit. And you need to get rid of it if you want to go anywhere in life. Okay? In the end, it all comes down to the same thing. Love yourself, respect yourself, appreciate yourself. And if you want to get there, do things that will bring you there. Help people, help yourself, improve your environment, improve the people around you. And guess what? You will fucking break free of your victim mentality. There's nothing more for me to say on this matter. I think I've done enough on this, or at least right now, I can't think of anything else that I want to add to this. So this is it for this video. Guys, I love you all to pieces. I know it can be very hard sometimes, especially when you think that you're not doing anything, right? Especially if you think that your actions don't lead to anything, but don't give up. Don't be a victim. You're not allowed to have a victim mentality, especially not if you're living in a privileged Western country. You're not allowed to have a victim mentality. Guys, I love you all to pieces. See you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.